Okay, we're back once again. We're going to be working on another signature for our album, and I will tell you that based on the paper that I have left, if you remember I was playing with some leftovers, I am getting down to where I'm going to have to be creative with some of the scraps and some of the paper because I'm going to run out. So this will be a good opportunity to find out what you can do with so little. So here's what I've got. I went to the 12 by 12 for this cut, turned it over to get this piece. And then if you turn this over, because it's going to be top, bottom, flat, I cut into this piece to get this. So if you're working with the same, you can use either side. This side might be more interesting until you get a photo put in there. So we'll just set that there. And then I'm going to create a small pocket down here and use some leftover bling that I have. And this is a chipboard piece I'm going to be using. And then over here on this bottom flap, so this is going to open this way. This is a piece that I have, and I don't want to cut this. I'm anticipating someone will put a photo on this, but the reverse side was this. So you can see up here at the top is the label that comes with each sheet of paper, and I didn't want that label to show, so I took a piece of scrap and I put it right there on the top. And I just thought of something and I don't have any. This is what I have for scraps. So I'm really digging into them. Okay, so then the sticker off the sticker sheet went there. This is your bottom flap. And then over here on the left, we're going to make a little side flap. I've used this 12 by 12 piece, and then on the front of it, I am using this because I'm already using the crows, and I didn't want to repeat that. So let's dive into this. Let's put it together. And I did not put tape on this, so let's get some on here. Oh, you remember in the last video, I was trying to find my other magnet. I knew I had the thing. I just couldn't find it. Well, I dug out my big pair of scissors and there it was. Little booger. Okay. This is going to be an interesting album make. Because like I said, I am getting really low on paper. So then this is a piece of scrap. Oh no. Put this down here. And then I'm going to put my bling. And I had some scrap pieces, so this is kind of a great time to use them up. And then I just need that one. Remember that one? I said you just never know. Well, there you go. Okay. And then the chipboard element, this is going to come in down here. Okay. Now let's put this side little panel on first. This is going to measure 4 inches across by 6 inches. And then you're going to score at a 1/2 inch And we're just going to come in here, and I think I'm going to take it all the way to the top because there's going to be some pushback with this bling on here on this end. I don't need the additional pushback because of the chipboard element. So I'm going to take it all the way to the top. And then I'm going to lay the base over first and then move my thumb up to the top. Okay, so there we have it. Now, I don't like how that sits like that. It is not going to be pretty, so let's just take a couple of little magnets. I'm going to put one there. And then I'm going to tape this down. Okay. So on the inside, we're going to use this piece. I know it goes in a different direction, but this is such a whimsical piece. I don't know that it really matters to anybody, and you're going to end up putting a photo on it anyway. Okay, and then we're going to put this piece on. And then we're going to bling up this edge. Ooh, perfect trim. Okay, so that's what we have so far. All right, let's cut our top piece. It is going to measure 6 5/8 in the length or the width, whichever way you want to call this, by 5 1/4, which is the width of the panel piece. You're going to score it at 1/2 and you're going to score it at 5/8. We need that little gusset to get up and over everything. So when we put this on, you're going to be right on top of that 5/8 gusset line, because this is hinge, this is going to wrap, I'm going to bring it up just a smidgen, is going to wrap up over everything, including the bulk, which is right here. Push it up, score that a little bit. Okay, let's get the bottom. It is going to measure 5 1/4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, 1/2 inch score, 5/8 of an inch score. Oh, no tape. Now, we don't have a lot of pushback coming in here. We don't have a lot of height already established. So I want this hinge on the top. So we're going to come right up to the 1/2 inch score line. And I'm already fighting with some magnets, so I'm going to have to readjust them here. I put them on prematurely. Well, not really. I put them on purpose because I wanted to see where they needed to sit. But now that I've got these on here, oh, they're perfect. So what they're fighting against is this. But what I do need to do is I need to adjust them simply because I need to make sure that these panels are coming in the right way. So let me need to make sure that these are level, and it was pushing out this way, so that was magnet issue. Okay, we're going to put that down, re-secure that tape. All right, now I am going to put this piece down here, and again, this came off the sticker sheet. And I am just realizing that I did not decorate the top flap, so we'll get to look at that together. I'm going to open this, and then this is that funny piece. So it's got some extras here and here. I don't really care, and I covered that up. You're going to probably put a photo on this anyway, and then I'm just going to balance it in here because it still falls short of the proper measurement. But I'm going to balance out the black. Okay, there's that. Now, this is going to go on the top flap. And then this is going to go on the top flap. I took the remaining piece, and it's not even level. I took the remaining piece of this sticker that says 12 o'clock the witching hour, 12 o'clock the witching hour, and I put it on here. But I just want this on there straight. It bugs my eye. Okay, so this is going to go here on the top. But I still want to put something here. So let's dig into, we've got some chipboard pieces and we have some sticker pieces. Let's use this. Well, because it's the same pattern as this, I don't really want to do that. And she's got the same pattern. I don't want to do that. I want some contrast, so let's pick on this. Can't do anything with it really because it's the top, so let's put that on there. Oh, and you know what? It's perfect. Because of this little sticker piece down here, this clock will be perfect. So 12 o'clock, it'll come dead center. I'm going to put a bead right there. Do I want... What do I want to put on there? Ta-da! All works out in the end. Okay. We're done. Got a nice spot here for a photo. You can put a photo here. Definitely photos here. You've got yourselves a pocket. You can put a photo in down here. Let's get some tape. I've got to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous to see how I finish this, given the scant amount of paper I have to work with. And I'm going to let this be my stabilizer. I'm already trying to plan out paper so I don't run out. Okay, so this is going to come in, it's going to sit right here. Let's get these out of the way. And I'm going to take all this off. Okay. Okay. So we have this flap down here. Whoops. Side flap, bottom flap, top flap. There you go. We're done. Okay. Moving on to the next one. Bye-bye.